Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our yoga at home class. My name is Albert Garcia. It's the first time that we meet. And today we're going to be working on our core, giving ourselves a little bit more strength. I will recommend that you have with you a block to help you with your practice. If you don't have a block support, if you have any injuries, if you have any pain, always adapt yourself. I try to give modifications, but always feel free to change a posture if you feel that that's what you need. And the most important part is that you give yourself the permission to be in this hour of practice and to be with your body, to work with your body and see where are the things that you can enjoy the most. We're going to start seated. I would recommend that you sit yourself a little bit higher. I use a block to sit. You can also start seated on a chair if that's something that you want to, or you could just sit cross-legged on the ground. That's totally fine. Wherever you are, just make sure that you have a space around your mat so that you can freely move. And once you find your seat, bring in that awareness to the space between the seat bones and the crown of the head. Imagine a long line lifting every one of your spine, giving you a little bit more space. And allow yourself to close your eyes. And take a moment to feel your body. Notice what's going on today. If there is any difference between your sides, between right and left. If there is any part of the body that feels a little bit more open or a little bit more relaxed. And connecting to your breath. Notice how you're breathing today. If it's fast, if it's slow, or if there is any difference between the inhales and the exhales. All together, one hand to the heart and one hand into the belly. Then you feel your touch. With every inhale, see if you can expand the belly towards your lower hand. And expand your chest towards the upper hand. With your exhales, softening the muscles of your face, relaxing your neck, your shoulders. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose and the big exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. 1 last time. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Gently opening the eyes. Bring the arms up towards the sky, taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, lower the elbows to the side and expand the chest towards the sky. Inhaling, lift the arms up high, lengthen from the crown of the head. Exhaling, lower the elbows and expand the chest. Maybe arch a little bit your back. Inhaling, lifting up, reaching even higher. Exhaling, lower the elbows and expand the chest. Inhaling, lifting up. And slowly lower the hands behind your ears. You're going to take a deeper inhale to open a little bit more your collarbones, your neck. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone round the spine and bring the elbows towards your belly. Inhaling, opening up the chest. Be careful with your neck. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in, bring the elbows towards your belly. One more time, inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone round the spine, elbows towards your belly. Inhaling, coming back to the center, bringing the hands onto your knees, and slowly start making circles towards the right side. Allow yourself to also move your shoulders, free your neck. Perhaps you want to go faster, perhaps you want to go slower. But see if you can think about opening all the sides of your rib cage, stretching all your skin. And going to the other side, slowly changing direction and exploring what's happening with you. Just one more breath. And slowly coming back to the center. From here, give yourself a little impulse, passing onto the hands and knees. If you have any prop underneath, moving to the side. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And let the belly drop down here. Inhale, looking up towards the sky for a big cow. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Let the belly drop, inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Let the belly drop, inhale, looking up high. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Coming back to the center, you're going to reach with the left heel back and up. Make sure that your belly is engaged, that your core is engaged. Try to keep your hips stable. Both hip bones are facing down to the mat. And reach with the right hand out if that's possible for you. The nose is still pointing towards the ground, lengthening your neck. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards your right elbow. Inhaling. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the right elbow. Inhaling, lifting up one last time. Exhaling, bring the knee towards your elbow. Inhaling, opening up. And exhaling, lower the hand and knee, going to the other side. Reach with the right heel back and up. Spreading one long line. Make sure that the right hand is also grounded into the mat. And reach with the left hand out. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the left elbow. Round your spine. Inhaling, opening up. Reach even further. Exhaling, squeezing in round your back. One more breath. Inhaling out. Exhaling, squeezing everything in. Inhaling out. And slowly lower the hand and knee. From here, tuck your toes. Round your fingertips, especially your first and second fingers into the mat. And then from here, tuck your toes and lift the knees off the mat. Just 1 inch. Try to keep your core engaged. One long line through your spine. One more breath. And lower the knees, let the belly drop. Inhaling, looking up towards the sky. Exhaling, tug the tailbone, round the spine for a bigger cat. Come back to the center. Bring the sit bones back and up. Bring the first downward dog of your practice. Give yourself a little wiggle side to side to allow your dog to walk a little bit. And check how are your legs today, as well as check your shoulders, your neck. One more breath. And slowly from here, bring the feet together to the middle line of the mat. We're going to reach with the right nose up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards your nose and stay here into this high plank. Take one more breath. And set the right foot between the hands, lower the left knee down to the mat. Inhaling, reach the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the hands onto your right thigh. Try to keep the right knee on top of your ankle. Press towards the front, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And exhaling, tug the tailbone, try to allow your hips to soften a little bit deeper. One more breath, deep inhale. Exhaling, tug the tailbone under, allow yourself to release deeper. One more breath. And from here, inhaling, reaching the arms towards the front. And exhaling, bring the elbows back and open up the chest. Inhaling, reach towards the front. Exhaling, bring the elbows back, open up the chest. One last time, inhaling front. And exhaling, bring the elbows back. Inhaling, lifting up. And lower the left hand down to the mat, right fingertips towards the sky. If you want to go deeper, tap the left toes. Then you can reach up high with the left knee, creating this higher lunge. In this twist, try to keep your right knee on top of your ankle. Don't let it drop to the side. One more breath. And slowly lower the right hand down to the mat. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. And exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Untap your toes, rolling the shoulders back, lengthening for a low cobra. In this low cobra, the top of your feet pressing into the mat. See if you can lift your knees and squeeze your glutes, pressing the hips into the ground. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tuck your toes. Inhaling, press your hips back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And a deep exhale out. Going to the other side. Reaching with the left toes up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose. Stay into this high plank. One more breath. Press the space between the shoulders towards the sky. And set the left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Inhaling, lift the arms up. Exhaling, bring the hands onto you. Exhaling, tug the tailbone under. Release a little bit deeper. One more breath. And so you can release deeper. One last deep inhale. And exhaling, releasing out. Inhaling, reach with the hands towards the front. Still keep your belly engaged. Exhaling, bring the elbows back and open up your chest. Inhaling, reach towards the front. And exhaling, bring the elbows back. One last time. Inhaling front. And exhaling back. Inhaling, reach with the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the right hand down onto the mat, left fingertips towards the sky. If you want to go further, tug the right toes and leave the right knee off the mat. Making sure that your left knee is on top of your ankle, giving yourself a good space. One more breath. And slowly lower the left hand down. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. And exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Untap your toes, rotate the shoulders. Inhaling for a low cobra. In this low cobra, try to squeeze the elbows towards your rib cage, helping you to lift a little bit higher. Check your neck. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tuck your toes, inhaling, pressing the hips back. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale out. One more breath in this downward dog. If you need, bend a little bit your knees. See if you can reach with the sit bones higher towards the sky. And slowly start walking the feet towards the hands, one beat at a time. Placing the toes behind your wrists. Bend your knees and take hold of the opposite elbows. Allow yourself to hang here. Maybe you want to rock a little bit side to side. Maybe making a gentle no movement with your head. One more breath. And slowly release the arms, bend the knees deeper, tap the tailbone, and slowly start rolling up the spine one bone at a time. Reaching all the way up high, lifting even higher, and slowly reach with the hands towards the front. Breathing really a flat back, breathing all the way towards the front. Exhaling, release fully down, bend your knees, tuck the tailbone, and inhaling, start to roll your spine one more time. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, reach towards the front. Allow yourself to release a little bit deeper. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Inhaling, rolling all the way up high. Once you reach all the way up, you're going to hold the right hand with the left and reach a little bit further towards the left side. Feel that stretch through the whole right side of the body. If you want, you can also bring a little bit your hips towards the right to counteract that stretch. Inhaling back to the center, change sides. Grab your left wrist or hand and reach a little bit further towards the right. Feel if there is any difference between the right and the left side of the body. And inhaling, coming back to the center, bringing the hands in front of the heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Inhaling, lift the shoulders towards the ears. And exhaling, let them drop down. 2 more times. Inhaling, lift the shoulders. Exhaling out. 1 last time. Inhaling, lift. And exhaling out. Coming back to the front of the mat. All together, bend the knees. Inhaling, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward. Spine halfway, maybe hands to your shins. Exhaling, step with your back, Chaturanga. Elbows next to the ribs. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. This downward dog, taking 3 long breaths. And allow yourself to adjust your feet, hip distance apart, pressing with all your hands into the mat. See if you can rotate the shoulders away from the ears. If you need, bend your knees. 1 more breath. And all together, bend the knees in between the hands. Inhaling, step or jump to the front. Exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti. Going for 1 deeper round. Bend your knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, step with your back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Bring the feet together to the middle back of the mat. Reaching with the right toes up. Deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Inhaling, pressing back. Reach with the right toes high. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the left elbow, crossing under. Inhaling, pressing back. Exhale, bring the right knee back towards your nose. Stay here. Inhaling deep. And set the right foot between your hands. This time, keep the left knee up high. Inhaling, reaching for a high lunge. In this crescent lunge, making sure that your hips are facing to the front, shoulders above your hips. Lift the arms up high. And exhaling, lower a little bit further. Imagine that you want to squeeze and spread the space underneath your feet. One more breath. See if you can go a little bit further out. One more deep. And a little bit further out. All together, bring the hands down to the mat. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. And slowly from here, we're going to lower the right forearm all the way under across our chest. Turn your hips towards the right side. You can choose to keep the left foot in front. Maybe you want to bend and bring the left foot all the way up. If you want to go deeper, left foot on top of the right. In this side plank, trying to lift the hips a little bit higher. See if you can reach with the left arm up towards the sky. One more breath. And slowly lower the left hand down. Bring yourself back into a plank, squaring your feet. Inhaling, lifting up high, press the right hand down. And slowly lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin down. Untug your doors, rotate the shoulders. Inhaling for a low cobra. In this low cobra, try to lift your hands this time. Try to squeeze the elbows. And imagine that you're holding a little apple between the chin and the chest. Lengthening your neck. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tug your toes. Inhaling, pressing back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And a big exhale out. All together, feet together to the back of the mat. Reaching with the left toes up high. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose, high plank. Inhaling, pressing back. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the right elbow, cross under. Inhaling back. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards your nose. Now stay here for one more breath. And set the left foot between the hands, keeping the right knee up high. Reaching up for this crescent lunge. In this crescent lunge, trying to keep the spine long. The navel is tucked in and up towards the spine. See if you can lower a little bit deeper your hips. One more breath. See if you can reach a little bit further down. Deeper inhale. And exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Plank. Now in this plank, taking a deeper inhale. And slowly we're going to lower the left forearm down to the mat. And turning our hips towards the left. Give yourself a moment here. Maybe you want to have the right foot in front. Maybe you want to step it a little bit higher to support. Or maybe left foot on top of the right arm up towards the sky. See if you can keep your hips a little bit higher up. One more breath. And with control, lower the right hand down onto the mat. Square your feet. Inhaling, press yourself up. Taking one more breath into this high plank. And slowly lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting up the upper body. Still pressing with your feet into the mat. Deeper cobra here. If you want to go further, maybe reach the arms up to the side. One more breath. And slowly release down, tug your toes. Inhaling, press the hips back. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Give yourself a moment here. If you need to give yourself an extra movement. One more breath. All together, bend the knees between the hands. Inhaling, step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. From here, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, rotate the shoulders away, lifting up your chest. And exhaling, fold forward. Allow yourself to hang. Release your neck. If you feel that this is too much for your shoulders, you will always take hold of your opposite elbows. Wherever you are, allow your head to release. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, reaching with the arms up high. See if you can bring the weight towards your toes and lift your heels off the mat. What's important here is that we try to squeeze the inner thighs together, keep the heels together, rotate the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can imagine wearing a corset, really gathering all your core. One more breath. And slowly lower down, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. In lengthening the spine. Exhaling, step or turn back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach with the right toes up high. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Stay here for one breath. Deep inhale. And set the right foot between the hands. Lower the left heel down to the mat. 45-degree angle. Preparing for our warrior one. Inhaling, lifting up high. And here in the warrior one, trying to keep our hips facing to the front. You can choose if you want to keep your arms shoulder distance apart, or maybe you want to bring the palms together. If you do so, make sure that the shoulders don't come up towards your ears, that you actually give space and you can open and lift a little bit higher up. One more breath. And slowly from here, lowering the hands down, we're going to bring the left elbow outside of the right knee. Bring the hands in front of the heart, open the right elbow towards the sky, and see if you can lift a little bit higher and reach from the crown of the head. Twisting here, try to squeeze the navel in a little bit further out. One more breath. Going for an extra challenge. We're going to release, come back to the center, bring the left hand towards the front, give yourself a little hop, and see if you can reach with the left heel up, opening the right arm up towards the sky, giving ourselves this revolved half moon. If you feel that this is too much, you could always bend a little bit more the right knee, or perhaps you want to use that block or a chair to support with your left hand. One more breath. As far back as possible. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. Exhaling, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale out. Going to the other side. Bring the feet together to the middle back of the mat. Reach with the left toes up high. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose. Stay here, one more breath. Let's step the left foot between the hands. Lower the right heel down to the mat, 45-degree angle. Reaching the arms up high. And again, first square your hips, try to lower down, left knee above your ankle, pointing towards the front. If you want to go deeper, maybe bring the hands together, shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And slowly coming back to the center, you're going to bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. Bring the hands in front of the heart and try to avoid letting the elbows fall. You actually want to use that little pressure between the hands to help us lengthen up the upper back and reach with the left and right elbow to opposite directions. One more breath. See if you can reach even further, squeeze the navel in. And with control, Coming back to the center, reach with the right hand towards the front. Give yourself a little hop and lifting the right heel up, preparing for this half moon twist, reaching with the left arm high. And here, making sure that you have support if you need to, maybe bend a little bit your left knee. We want to square the hips. If you have any pain, always adjust yourself. There is no need to suffer. One more breath. And with control, slowly lower the left hand down, lower the right foot back. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. Exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees between the hands. Inhaling, step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. Going for our last standing sequence. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, collarbones open. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Reach with the right toes up towards the sky, taking a deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose and stay here for a moment. One more breath. And slowly lower the right knee towards the mat. Exhaling, pressing in, lifting up. And inhaling, lower the right knee to touch the mat. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, lower down. And one last time. Set the right foot between the hands. You're going to lower your left foot down parallel to the short side of the mat. Rotate the arm, feeling that warrior two. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears, lifting even further. One more breath. See if you can go a little bit further down. Reach with the right hand towards the front, taking a deep inhale. And exhale, reverse this warrior. Be careful not to press with the left hand onto your left knee. You can reach a little bit further, or maybe bring the left hand behind, trying to take hold of your right thigh. Give space between your shoulders and your ears. One more breath. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center, lengthening the right knee up. Reach with the right hand towards the front. And exhaling, opening for Uttita Trikonasana. If you feel that your legs are struggling, more distance between your feet. If you are going to need the right hand to have a little bit more space. See if you can relax your neck. And for today, reach with the left hand a little bit further front. Really lengthening all this left side of the body and still keeping the navel edge pressing in. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming back to the center, lift from the sides of the body, and exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, bend the right knee, reach towards the front, until you can bring yourself in a little hop onto a half moon. In this half moon, if you need, bend the right knee, or maybe place a block under your hand. If you want to go deeper, see if you can lift a little bit higher up your upper body and bring the right hand in front of your chest. Give yourself this extra challenge. If you wiggle or fall, come back into the posture. One more breath. And with control, bending the right knee, lowering the left foot back into the mat. Inhale, coming back to the center, lengthen the right knee. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, closing the right toes to look towards the left toes. Bring the hands onto your hips, rotating the shoulders away from the ears, taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And if you want, bring the hands down to the mat. But making sure that we try to bring the weight towards the toes so that we give a stretch to the back of the legs. If you feel it's too much, you can always bend a little bit your knees. Imagine lengthening your spine. One more breath. And slowly bring the hands towards your hips, reaching from the crown of the head. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center and opening the toes towards the outside corners of the mat. Bend the knees and making sure that your knees are pointing direction with your toes. If they fall inwards, that means you're too far open. Try to close a little bit more your legs. Reach with the arms out towards the side. One more breath. And see if you can go a little bit further down. Inhaling, lifting up, reaching with your arms towards the outside corners of the room. And see if you can lift your heels off the mat. Keep the weight onto your big toes. Trying to stabilize your ankles. Really use your quads, your calves to lift you a little bit higher. One more breath. And slowly lower down from here. Close your left toes. Open the right toes to the front. Bend the right knee. Last warrior two of the practice. Deep inhale. Exhaling. See if you can go a little bit further down. One more breath. And exhaling. Rolling the hands down to the mat. Inhale, stepping back to a plank. Exhaling. Lower the knees. Lower the chest. Lower the chin. Untug your toes, rolling the shoulders, inhaling for a low cobra. If you want to go further this time, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, so you can press the feet down, lifting you a little bit higher. In here, make sure that your neck doesn't collapse. You want to imagine that you lengthen the back of the head, holding an apple between the chin and the chest. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, bring the hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhaling, pressing back. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And a deep exhale out. Bend the knees between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, stop the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. Close your eyes for a moment. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale. One more time, deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. I'm going to the other side, all this long sequence. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. In, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Bring the feet together to the middle back of the mat. Reach with the left toes up high. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards your nose. Now staying up high here, taking a deeper inhale, lowering it down to the mat. Exhaling, squeezing and lifting up. Inhaling, lower the left knee towards the mat. Exhaling, squeezing in. One more breath. Inhale out, really engaging your core, your arms. Exhaling, squeeze. One more breath here up high. And set the left foot between the hands, lower the right heel down, open flat to the short side of the mat. Rotate the arms, building that warrior two. Trying to keep the shoulders above the hips, opening the arms to the sides. Imagine you want to touch all the sides of the room. One more breath. And see if you can lower a little bit deeper down. On your inhale, reach with the left hand to the front. And exhale, reverse the warrior. Maybe staying here, perhaps you want to bring the right hand behind, grabbing your left side, check your neck. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming back to the center, lengthen the left knee, reach with the left hand to the front, and exhaling, opening for Uddita Trikonasana. Again, here, if you feel it's too much, you can bend a little with your left knee. Maybe use the left hand to your shin or a block underneath. One more breath here. Now on your next inhale, reach with the right hand towards the front, giving yourself even more length, having to engage a little bit more the sides of the body. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Exhaling, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, bend the left knee. Reach with the left hand a little bit more to the front. So you can give yourself a little hop coming onto this half moon. Opening your hips, stacking one hip onto the other. Flex your right foot so you're really pressing the right heel out. And if you want to go further, maybe bring the left hand in front of your chest, floating. Lift a little bit more. One more breath. And with control, bend the left knee deeper, lower the right foot back. Inhaling, lifting up. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, close the left toes to look towards the right toes. If it's comfortable for you, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers or hold the opposite elbows, rolling the shoulders away, and exhaling, fold forward, Prasarita. Inhale, lengthening from the back of the head. One more breath. Feel how gravity can help you release. And slowly, all together, inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. Opening the toes towards the outside corners of the mat. Bend your knees. If you feel that your knees are falling inwards, close a little bit more your legs. Open the arms out to the sides. Still trying to expand your chest, engaging your core. One deeper inhale. And a little bit further down. One more breath. And a little bit further down. All together, inhaling, lift, reach the hands towards the outside corners of the room. So you can lift your heels off the mat, having to engage your calves, really engage your quads. One more breath. And slowly lower the heels down, close the right toes, open the left toes to the front, bend the left knee. For you to rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Deep inhale. And exhaling, rolling the hands down to the mat, step back to a plank, taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen up from the crown of the head. If you want to go further this time, bring the hands behind, interlace your fingers, lifting up higher. And if you feel that this is too easy, maybe you want to as well. Make sure that your neck is protected, shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhaling, press the sit bones back. And exhaling, releasing to a child pose. Maybe you want to keep the arms reaching to the front. Perhaps you want to bring the hands back to rest next to your heels. Totally up to you. Close your eyes and take a moment to feel your breath. Release between your shoulders. Relax your neck. And slowly coming back into a tabletop position, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, setting up ourselves, taking a deeper inhale, then tuck the toes down into the mat like we did in the beginning. Press the hands deeper. Try to spread the knees off the mat. Activating here not only our core but also our legs, arms. One more breath. And so we release the knees down, let the belly drop. Inhaling, opening for a big cat. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone for a big cat. Let the belly drop. Inhaling for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone for a big cat. Coming back to the center and slowly cross the legs behind you. Swing the legs over the side, lifting the legs over the front. You're gonna lengthen up high. If you feel that when you're seated, your lower back is rounding when you're falling backwards, you could always sit yourself onto a block, maybe a book. If you have a little jumper, place it under your hips. If you feel that this is still too much for you, you can always bend a little bit your knees, giving yourself a little bit more ease. Lengthening the arms up high. And exhaling, fold forward. See if you can hold outside of your feet, maybe your ankles. Some people like to bring the arms underneath the knees and give themselves a little hug. Totally up to you. With every inhale, first trying to lengthen your spine. And with the exhale, to fold forward, slowly now deeper. One more breath. And release deeper down. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. Bring the hands behind. If you're seated onto a prop, move the prop to the side. Hands about 20 centimeters behind your back. Otherwise, bring one hand onto the hip. Lower the elbow and then swap the elbow for the hand. That's more or less the distance we want to have. Bend your knees and bring the heels hip distance apart behind your hips. Slowly lifting up high, reaching a little bit further. Try to keep looking towards the front. So that you want to play a little game with yourself. So you can lift the hips so high up that you cannot see your knees anymore. But still rolling the arms, opening the collarbones, lengthening your neck. One more breath. And slowly lowering the hips down, lengthening the left leg. We're going to open the right knee to the side, reaching the arms up high. And exhaling, bring the left hand towards the right knee and the right hand back. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And here, see if you can avoid falling backwards. We want to try to keep our weight onto our sit bones. If you need, you could always take a block or a book, place it under your hand to help you have a little bit more length. With every exhale, squeezing the navel in, allowing ourselves to twist a little bit deeper. One more breath. Now from here, you're going to reach with the right arm up. Keep flexing the left foot. And see if you can reach a little bit further to the front. Some of us might just stay floating here. Try to keep space between your shoulder and your ear. If you want and can go deeper, see if you can reach with the right hand towards your left toes. Grabbing your toes, reaching a little bit further. Opening all the side of the body, all that work that we did with those planks. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center and slowly gathering the right knee, lowering the right knee down, going to the other side, bend the left knee, lower the left knee to the side, reaching the arms up high, and exhaling, bring the right hand towards the left knee, left hand back, rotating the shoulders away from the ears. Notice how is your breath. If you can slowly calm down your body, notice where your thoughts are. If you can still be present. All together, lifting the left hand up high. See if you can imagine reaching up towards the ceiling first, and then exhaling, melting towards the right leg. See if you can keep yourself open, so we try not to fall from, but actually stretch the whole side of the body. Maybe one side is more flexible than the other. That's totally fine. Don't hurt yourself. We don't need to push ourselves all the way down. See if you can keep your neck soft. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And slowly closing the left knee. Lengthening both legs. Squeeze the space between your inner thighs. Flex your feet. Hands reaching parallel to the legs. Taking a deeper inhale. And exhaling, tug it around there and roll until the lower back touches the mat. Now taking a deep inhale here. If you have any pain in your neck, you can always lower the head down. And exhaling, squeeze the right knee towards your nose. Try to lengthen up high. One more breath here. And exhaling, lower the right heel down. Taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, bring the left knee towards your nose. See if you can lift your chest a little bit higher. One more breath. Exhaling, lower the left heel down. Lower the upper body into the mat. Bring the hands next to your hips. Bend the knees. Feet hip distance apart, bringing the heels behind your sit bones, and slowly press the feet into the mat to lift up your hips. If you feel warm and you want to go to a full wheel, that's totally up to you. Otherwise, maybe staying in this simple bridge. Maybe interlace the fingers behind your hips, roll the shoulders underneath a little bit further in. One more breath. And slowly releasing all the way down. Bring the knees towards the chest, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe you want to it side to side. Or perhaps you want to really feel your body. One more breath. And slowly lower your feet down to the mat, lengthening the legs all the way out, giving space between your inner thighs, giving space between your armpits, preparing for the Shavasana. If any of you feel pain through the knees or the lower back, I will recommend to place a little support underneath your knees. Might be a pillow or a block. Allow the muscles of your face to soften. Soften your neck, your chest, your belly. And feel the whole back of the body melting into the mat. I invite you to take as long as you need in this Shavasana. If you wish, you can stop the video here. You have to keep going with your day. Slowly start to wake up your toes. Wake up your feet. Slowly moving your fingers, your hands. You might choose to keep your body soft, or perhaps you want to take a big stretch. Imagine making a big yawn. And gently help yourself to come towards one side of your body, the one that feels more comfortable for you. Make yourself into a little ball. Take a moment to feel the whole space. And slowly help with your hands to bring yourself back to sit. And allow yourself to find a comfortable seat. That might be sitting back onto that block, maybe coming back to sit onto a chair. Lengthening your spine, allow your spine to be tall. Relax the muscles of your face, relaxing the shoulders. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale out. Bringing the hands in front of the heart. Maybe let them rest into your chest, maybe into a prayer position. Take this moment to bring a beautiful smile. Maybe even smile with your face. Smile to your day, to your week. Taking this moment to bow the chin to the chest, show gratitude for who you are, for how you are. Remembering that each and one of us is unique and special. Thank you all for joining this practice. I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Namaste.